elbow extension isometric hold. So we're going to be doing this with a band, and we're going to be doing this for your connective tissue architecture. So building up more connective tissue, quality of the connective tissue here. The simplest way that I like to do this is I literally just put my arm over my knee here, and then obviously as I push down here, I'm pulling into extension. Now if I do that with a band, I literally just pop the band here around my foot, and then I've got a bit of tension. I'm going to use this other hand here now just to pull down, and I'm literally just going to hold this, and depending on obviously your program, it'll tell you your intensity, but you're probably going to be starting doing this for about 2 minutes, and you'll be doing it at about a 30 to 40% intensity. So if I get to here, and then I'm having to use about 30 or 40% intensity just to hold it still, that's me done. Your goal will be to get up to 2 minutes. You almost definitely won't be able to do that for 2 minutes straight when you start. So if that's the case, you'll get here, let's say you get to 30 seconds and you're like really starting fatigue here, just sort of let go with the other arm a little bit, let the tension out, still keep in the position, so in that stretch, but just take that tension off. And then when you're rested, just pull down and go again. And if that's the case, you just accumulate 2 minutes. So you might do, say, 30 seconds worth of work, you need a rest for 20, go again, get another 30 seconds, so you'd accumulate 4 times 30 seconds. So it'll take you like 3 minutes or something like that. But then you're working up to being able to do this for a couple of minutes. And that's it, really, really simple. If you progress from there through your program to the point where you're doing HIMAs and reactive strength stuff, what you'll be doing is still doing it for that 2 minutes, but you'll be doing a work to rest ratio of either 3 to 1 or 5 to 1, probably 5 to 1 to start with. So what that means is you want to be in basically the stretch, and then you're doing the work for 5 seconds and then resting for 1 second. Work for 5 seconds, resting for 1 second. But when you start, you'll be doing ramping up over the space of 1 second, over the time of 1 second. So you'll be in this position, get lengthened, and then over the space of a second, you're only going up to still 30 or 40%. So that space of that time is gradually build up to about 30, 40%. Hold that for 5 seconds, rest for 1 second, and then over the space of a second, you build up again, hold that for 5, let go. One thing I'll point out here is it's really, really easy to, because you're ramping up quickly in that only just 1 second, it's really easy to go past that 30 to 40% to easily get to sort of 60, 70%. Don't do that. Just don't. One easy way to actually, or one way I like to do it is I like to get the tension. So I'll just even stand on the band and sort of figure out what resistance here. So for me to hold it here, that's about a 30 to 40%. So what I can do is I can get into this position. So now I know what intensity I've got to use to hold my arm here, and I'll just use my other arm to actually hold at the bottom for my rest period. So probably start like this actually. So get here, and then over the space of 1 second, I'll take that arm away. So now that this arm is taking all that load, which is still only 30 or 40%, 5 seconds, and then I'll take the load with my left hand here for 1 second, and then slowly let go over the court, well, quickly, but over the space of 1 second, boom. So your program will say something like, work to rest ratio of 5 to 1, so it's 5 work, 1 second rest, with a ramping up time of 1 second. You'll progress that to have no ramp up time. So you'll basically get exactly the same position. You've got your 30 to 40% intensity here, and I've got my hand here taking the load. So like there's still a little bit here, obviously. I don't want it fully resting. And then when it's the work period, I literally just take my hand away. And then do that for 5, hold for 1. Now even then, that doesn't look like much. Go easy, we're building up to that, because I could feel that there. But anyway, there is your elbow extension, PALS and HIMA and reactive strength. Enjoy.